morning, T-Bird family. I'm Peyton.
And I'm Kate.
Today is Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025.
Now on to Amber and Holden with the lunch update.
Hi, I'm Holden.
I'm Amber.
Today's lunch options are
Crispitos with nachos
cheeseburger.
and taco salad.
Now let's over to Jace and Graceland with your forecast.
I'm Jace. And I'm Graceland. Today's weather will be a high of 74 and a low of
67! On to Daily Download with Tristan and Paige. Today in T-Bird Country from the halls to the field, here's what's happening. Softball versus Wright City at home.
Volleyball versus Montgomery City at home.
Football at Van Far.
Good luck to all of our teams.
Just a friendly reminder, make sure you're checking your grades and tardies in T-Bird time.
Get missing work turned in ASAP. First quarter ends on October 17th.
Now to faculty features with Sylvia and Nola.
I'm Reagan.
And I'm Zoe. Reminder for 7th and 8th grade Stuco members.
If you're interested for running for a student council officer position, make sure you turn in your application ASAP to Ms. Moyle.
She's planning to schedule officer interviews next week, so don't miss your chance. Get those applications in!
My name is Macy.
And my name's Hadley. Welcome to Classroom Chronicles, a segment where we share fun activities happening in the classroom and in CMS.
Miss Moore's class has been cooking every Tuesday, and activities her students love.
Miss Eckhoff's class has been completing Coffee Shop Friday. Students are free to read their books, work on essays, or work on any missing assignments.
Stay tuned for photos.
Welcome to Faculty Features T-Bird Edition with Sylvia
And Nola. The series where we go beyond the classroom to get to know the incredible teachers and staff here at NCMS.
From fun facts to favorite memories, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. Today I'm here with Miss Jarrett. Can you describe your job here?
I teach 8th grade ELA. I also coach cross country and track.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to high school, I went for 2 years to Eldon High School, and then I went for 2 years to Helias High School because I really wanted to take honors and AP classes because I really wanted to go to college.
Where did you go to college?
I went to the University of Notre Dame, go Irish.
Where are you from?
I am from Eldon. My parents still live there. I'm from like in between the cornfields, and so a little bit of coming to North Callaway was like coming home, like coming to an area that's very similar to where I grew up.
How long have you worked in a school setting?
I think this is year 4 of teaching. I worked in Boston, Massachusetts at a high school for a year. I taught high school geometry. I substitute taught for a whole year. I worked for 1 year, the year that was split. I did a semester in South Bend, Indiana, where I went to college, and then I came here, and then I've done another year here, and this is my next year here. So I think year 4, year 5, I don't know, depending on how you count it.
What's your favorite thing to do outside of school?
I like to rock climb. I also like to go hiking and running. I'm really creative. I journal every day. I read every day. I like to paint. I like to knit. I like to embroider, and I really like to fix my clothes. I mostly don't buy new clothes. I either buy secondhand or I fix the clothes that I already have.
Were you always going to be a teacher?
For a really long time, I wanted to be an engineer, and then when I got to college, I decided I didn't actually want to work that hard. I wanted to be maybe a political speech writer for a while. Sorry, that's my important timer. I wanted to be maybe on the International Criminal Court, maybe get a law degree and pursue war crimes at the state level. I'm still curious about all of those things. What I really want to be, I think, is a writer, and being a teacher is really conducive to that because I am able to write a novel within the summer, and then spend the next summer editing it, and then maybe write another novel. So I really love being a teacher because I really like having ideas flowing and talking to kids who like energize and rejuvenate me all the time, and then having things to write about.
How many jobs have you had?
Oh, so many. Okay, so I started, my first job ever, I was a cashier at a grocery store at Paul's in Eldon. I worked at the Lake of the Ozarks at Jolly Rogers as a hostess. I worked at a rock climbing gym. I've worked as a substitute and a teacher. At the University of Notre Dame, I worked at the Writing Center, and so that really gave me my passion for writing and helping people learn how to edit while maintaining their authorial voice and authorial intent. I was also, during college, a philosophy fellow, so I taught and graded a philosophy course for undergrads. I think that's most of them. So like that's what, 7?
Do you have or want any pets?
I love cats. I would get a cat, but I travel too much to have a cat right now. So maybe someday I'll have a cat. And I'd have to live in a place that allows cats, and I don't currently. So maybe someday.
What's your favorite sport?
I think my favorite sport, I really like watching softball, especially the way that Coach S coaches our softball team. I think that's brilliant. I think my favorite sport to play, I would like to join a rec league softball team. I used to play softball when I was in the 8th grade, loved it, but it's really hard to get 20 people together to like have a softball game. But if I could play a sport, I think softball. I'm no good at basketball. I'm no good at like football or flag football. I was on every year my high school would do like a flag football team, and there's a really funny picture somewhere of me like not grabbing the flag, like grabbing a girl's hair. So I was no good at that. Yeah. And then I like watching baseball, love to go to baseball games, and I really love to go. I love being at sporting events. I love to go to football games. I love to go to Notre Dame games. We lost like 8 games my freshman year, and so I'm still mostly used to Notre Dame losing. So, win or lose, I have a good time.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You can cut the video now.
And that's a wrap, T-Birds. Remember to be safe, respectful, and responsible.
Don't forget to say the pledge with your first